I'm truly delighted to share many highlights of Dr. Larsen's, sorry, I'm going to say how many years it is, more than 32-year career with you, 32-year history at Ohio State. Isn't that remarkable? Wow. That's just a wow. So in 1989, she joined the College of Medicine as a lecturer in the School of Allied Medical Professions, then the name of the school, which is now, as you know, the School of Health and Rehabilitation Sciences. She was appointed to assistant professor in 1990, and in 1996, she became associate professor and director of the Physical Therapy Division. In 2006, Dr. Larsen was appointed interim dean of the School of Allied Medical Professions. 1 year later, she became the permanent director of the school. That year, she became Associate Vice President for Health Sciences and Associate Dean for Health and Rehabilitation in the College of Medicine. Under Dr. Larsen's leadership, the School of Health and Rehabilitation Sciences has seen tremendous growth. They now educate more healthcare professionals than most schools in the entire nation. Congratulations. The school has an amazing 22 academic programs, including undergraduate, graduate, certificates, and minors, and more than 100 educators, and over 2,600 students. Wow. Just think of all of the impact you have made and will continue to make on the healthcare field and profession and the communities we serve. Over the last 2 decades, the school has added several new programs, including an online health sciences degree that is frequently ranked one of the best in the nation by U.S. News and World Report. Its graduate program in physical therapy is ranked 9th in the nation, and occupational therapy is ranked 13th. So congratulations, you are already a top 20 school. That is awesome. Research funding has skyrocketed from just over $1 million in 2005 to $7.5 million annually today. Congratulations. The school is also now home to the Multidisciplinary Injury Biomechanics Research Center, which is dedicated to investigating the relationship between human injury and physical mechanical properties. It is one of the most diverse testing facilities in the nation. Dr. Larsen herself is an internationally known scientist and scholar and clinician educator for her work and studies in physical therapy in patients who have suffered a stroke. In 2009, now this is actually where I, strangely enough, enter the story. In 2009, she completed a prestigious ELAM fellowship program at Drexel University. By the way, that's actually when I met Dr. Larsen. She and I were both in ELAM, Executive Leadership in Academic Medicine, in the year 2009. We were actually both members of the same very small group learning community. And we became fast friends. I visited her lake home near Cincinnati, and we've been in touch for much of the time since 2009 because our learning community continued to interact. She is also a fellow of the Association of Schools Advancing Health Professions. She was named a Catherine Worthingham Fellow of American Physical Therapy Association in 2016. So in sum, Dr. Larsen is truly amazing. Huge shoes to fill for her successor. And I know like all of you, am so incredibly proud of her work, of her dedication, of her commitment, of her accomplishments. And I'm also honored and privileged to work with her and count her among my friends. I'm sure you all feel the same way. So today's celebration is always bittersweet. Life and career are journeys, and these journeys do come to some conclusion as we celebrate you, Deb, and all of your accomplishments and achievements. We are also sad to lose you as our valued director and associate dean, but I'm thrilled that Dr. Larsen will continue to stay engaged with this school and the college as an emeritus faculty member, and she will continue to be very engaged in one of the things that she really loves, which is outreach, pipeline, community engagement, as well as philanthropy. I and we wish you all the very best. Thank you so very much. I'm going to ask you to come to the podium before inviting Dr. Darragh to the podium to say a few words, but I want to give you a small token of our appreciation from the College of Medicine.
This is perfect.
Don't eat the buffet.
I might have to tell you that, but I know this.
All right, make him set that down. It's beautiful. Here, we'll put it over here. There we go. Okay. Next, I would like to invite Dr. Amy Darragh to the podium, as we all know Amy very well. She will be serving as the interim director and associate dean of the School for Health and Rehabilitation Sciences. Dr. Darragh.
Thank you. And Marcia Nahikian-Nelms is going to join me. We are delivering some shared remarks today. So, hi everybody. I'm Amy Darragh, and I'm a professor in the school, and as you now know, will be serving as interim director. And I'm really happy to be delivering these remarks with Dr. Nahikian-Nelms. Marcia is our director of academic affairs. I think she's afraid that she won't make it through without crying, so I have to do all the talking. So we are relative newbies. I arrived in 2008, and Marcia arrived in 2009. So many of you here have known Deb Larsen longer than we have. But we wanted to share some thoughts on behalf of the faculty and the staff in the school. So there are many things that we could concentrate on as we celebrate Deb's career, the growth of the school. We just celebrated our largest graduating class ever in the history of the school. The development and the expansion of faculty and staff, and Deb's financial acumen that supported the school during this time of exponential growth. But that would be pages, so we're going to keep it brief. What we want to focus on is the 17 visionary, dedicated, and exciting years that Deb Larsen has led HRS. She has steered us through times of great change with a singular vision. The School of Health and Rehabilitation Sciences and its many programs, majors, and certificates will be a national leader in education and in research. To this end, she has lifted our research profile through faculty development and mentorship, infrastructure, and competitive startup packages. She has spearheaded the development and expansion of new academic programs and certificates, embracing the ideas and the goals of the programs themselves as we strive to move forward and make changes and expand. She's dramatically and impressively transformed Atwell Hall.
Thank God.
Yes. We've had we've had substantial renovations in the lobby, in our classrooms. We have a brand new ADL lab. We have a brand new clinical simulation lab. We have a brand new shared research space. We're so excited about this. She has a gift of encouraging this kind of innovation, encouraging this kind of dreaming about how we can do better. She encourages teamwork, she encourages ideas, and I can honestly say that no matter what the request, she's thoughtfully and kindly considered them without always agreeing, but she has always shared her own guidance and her support for our ideas, and in many cases helped to make them a reality. Deb, we would not be where we are today without you. We are now one of the premier teaching and research institutions training the best healthcare professionals in the nation and leading outstanding and impactful scientific discovery and innovation. And without you, we would not be here. We will continue to thrive, and we will ensure your legacy as one of the greats, but we will miss you tremendously. So congratulations to a wonderful career. Best wishes for your next phase, to you and to Glenn and to your lovely family. We wish you long life, health, happiness together, and here's to your next adventure. It was just making a noise. I have to hold it, I guess. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
So I looked up what you're supposed to say at your retirement, and they said keep it short. And I'm not sure I've succeeded in doing that, but I did write some thoughts because at my age I wouldn't remember them if I didn't write them down. But really, there aren't words to express what is in my heart and on my mind today. I'm, of course, looking forward to the next chapter in my life, but I will miss this awesome group of people that I've come to love. So I need to express my deepest appreciation for this wonderful day and my really 42 years at Ohio State, 32 serving the school. And there are just too many people to thank and recognize, so I'm afraid I'll miss some, but I'm going to give it a go. First, I'd like to thank Steve Wilson and Frank Pearson and the PT faculty for forgiving me my foolishness of my undergrad years, my bib overalls, flannel shirts, tab, and lantern reading, and allowing me to start as a fledgling faculty member. Frank, Lynn, Pat, Carolyn B., Carolyn K., and of course John Tiddley taught me so much about what it meant to be an educator. John, you're still here, right? You made an idle threat that you'd retire if I didn't take the director role. I know it was idle because you're still here. But I've so enjoyed our nearly 50 years of friendship. When I became the PT director, Frank and Lynn continued to mentor me, allowing me to make mistakes, but always available to answer my questions. Frank became a second father to me. I'm missing him greatly today. And I miss those lunches and shared experiences that we had. The PT faculty supported me through tough times and helped me grow as a leader. Thanks for putting up with me and all of your work. At the college level, I learned from each new dean and interim and new dean and interim. But I probably missed several, but anyway, But I really want to give Chris Ellison a big shout out. He supported the school through a realigned budget that has really allowed us unprecedented growth. So I didn't see Chris here, but I want to extend my thanks. The last 2 years working with Carol has just been extraordinary. She has embraced the Buckeye spirit in a way I couldn't imagine when I met her. And she probably has maize and blue on underneath her dress. But she has done it, and I'm sure I could not have done the same there. And she has brought warmth and caring, as well as a vision to the college that was truly needed. And I look forward to seeing where you take us. There's also Dan and Peter and Bob and Tanya, who have provided sage advice and friendship through many challenges. There are times that I questioned our place in the college, but I never questioned the support you had for the school. Thank you. So the school has been my home really since I was 18. As a student, a clinical preceptor, a faculty member, and finally a leader. You are really my second family. I'm in awe of this group of faculty and staff. You are amazing, which was never more evident than in the last 2 years. We grew, we expanded our research, we retained all of our faculty and most of our staff while adding a number of exciting new hires, and we helped each other out through it all. Not to mention the students thrived. I said this at our end of the year, but I want to say it again. All those accomplishments you just heard, none of them were mine. I think my greatest accomplishment is that I hire and promote really great people. You have achieved these accomplishments listed today, and really all I had to do was hire you and get out of your way, and you did the rest. I don't want to forget our devoted staff who are the backbone of the school. Every day they keep us on track and go out of their way to make things run smoothly. I want to especially thank Adam, who puts up with me and keeps me on track, which is not an easy task. I want to thank Lynn for keeping us in the news and helping us all to look good, especially me, who loves to have their picture taken and videos done. I want to thank Lisa Tarek and all the advisors and our mental health counselors for their diligence in taking care of our students, especially during this horrific last 2 years. I need to thank Felisa for making sure that I don't cut corners, or at least trying to make sure that I don't cut corners, and Kareem for working so hard to get to know us, and Alice for leaving us in great shape. Alice, I saw you here at one point. All right. So I'm hoping to follow your example in enjoying retirement. So I really feel like the school is just getting started in our national and international prominence. It's not easy to do this when the wind blows. All right. I have to also speak to the school's leadership. They are exceptional. Michelle Basso has been a sounding board, a friend, and has really helped us reach new heights in research. And she's given me a much needed kick in the oh, sorry, derriere. My grandchildren are here. When decisions are hard to make. I didn't realize what all we weren't doing until I hired Marcia into the Director of Academic Affairs, which was a role I was sort of managing. And when I say sort of, I realize I wasn't doing much. You have really done a remarkable job, and I value your friendship and all the work that you've done. Ajit has pushed forward our DEI strategy and organized the first HRS camp. Yay! And I wish Leon was here, because I wanted to tell him that I was listening all that time. We just needed manpower. And finally, John Bolte is our new Director of Research. And I've known John a long time. I've watched him grow up, but you are destined for this job. And you already are showing great ideas and developing great plans. So thank you for that. Our division and program leaders are the best in the country, and nothing demonstrated this more than my returning from Africa on March 12th of 2022, you might remember that week, to find things well in hand with the closing of the university.
2020.
Oh, I did say 2022. 2020, yes. Throughout the last 2 years, they committed to endless changes, but also forged ahead with new opportunities. I want to thank all of you for your friendship and your hard work. Now for probably the hardest group to thank, my family. First, I'm going to thank my parents who aren't here, so it's easy to say thank you. But they really did cheer me on and gave me the idea that I could really do anything. Most importantly, I need to thank my 2 sons, who had a mother who worked too much and was often overly stressed. You are really my heart. I look back and would change so many things. Sometimes I was too strict, others too lenient, sometimes distracted, and sometimes with my nose in your business when I didn't need to have it there. But I look at the 2 of you and the men that you have become, and I must have done something right. You are amazing sons, wonderful husbands and fathers, not to mention incredible cooks, which I take total responsibility for. And I couldn't be more proud of you. You have brought me 2 incredible daughters in love, Lindsay and Amy, and gifted us with 3 beautiful grandchildren, Emma, Sam, and Whitney. I forgot the rambunctious part. I love you all more than I can ever say. And to my husband, Glenn, thanks for being my shoulder to cry on, my confidant when I needed to share work frustrations, which was hardly ever, and the person that makes me laugh every day. I couldn't have done anything without you, and I look forward to sharing the next stage of our life together. So, I'm sure I've forgotten someone, but I finished by saying that I loved my career. And while the saying is, find what you love and you won't work a day in your life, I do feel like I've worked. But I also did love it. I found great fulfillment here, but mostly I found you, all of my second family, and I love you all. So thanks for the memories, best wishes for the future, and of course, go Bucks!